All right. Season 1 in the books. We somehow finished 6-11. I'll look at the playoff bracket, and then we'll recap everything. So the Bengals were the top team in the AFC. You have Chiefs and Jags, Titans and Ravens, Bills and Chargers. NFC side, the defending champion Rams as the number 1 seed. You have the Bucks and the Detroit Lions have made the playoffs. Jared Goff. Jared Goff, everybody. The Packers and Eagles and the Cowboys and Niners. We finished 6-11, and the Detroit Lions made the playoffs. Holy hell, what is even happening anymore? There were weekly awards, by the way. Kirksey with 10 tackles, an interception, and a forced fumble. Shout out to Tom Brady, who had 5 touchdowns in the final week. What the hell, man? In terms of scouting college players, honestly, I mean, we left the board pretty much the same. And to be honest, I'm okay with that. We'll see if the middle rounds are a bit shaky. I probably should have been a little bit more hands-on, you know, mid-season, switching people over. But at the same time, it's okay. In terms of upgrading players, we'll just auto-upgrade them for now because we are at the end of the season. And again, we'll take a look at all the standings, the stats, so on and so forth here in a minute. Staff moves as well. What's happened? What's happened? So Pete Carroll has retired at the end of Season 1. Nobody else we care about, but Pete Carroll has retired. So Pete Carroll, he gone. Let's take a look at the standings here, first and foremost. So, in the AFC North, the Bengals went 13-4. The Ravens also made it. Steelers bounced back from 0-7 to go 9-8. And the Browns finished 8-9. AFC South, Titans take it. Jags also made the playoffs. Colts at 9-8. And we, of course, finished at 6-11. AFC East goes to the Bills at 10-7. Dolphins and Pats both 8-9. Jets went 7-10. In the AFC West, the Chiefs and Chargers make it. Broncos at 9-8. Raiders at 6-11. I mean, I am so excited IRL for that division, by the way. Jesus Christ, that's going to be awesome. In the NFC North, Packers and Lions both make it. Vikings at 7-10. The Bears went 4-13. So the Bears managed to out-tank us. NFC South goes to the Bucks. Panthers at 7-10. Saints at 6-11. Falcons as well. NFC East goes to the Cowboys. Eagles also make it. Cowboys at 9-8. Commanders went 7-10. Giants at 6-11. And in the NFC West, you got the Rams and the Niners making it. Cardinals at 7-10, Seahawks at 6-11. So the Rams, number 1 team in the league, the Chicago Bears. A team that were in my final 3 of teams to use, along with the Seahawks. We went with the Texans, and the Bears out-tanked us. It looks like we'll have the 3rd overall pick, but there were a bunch of teams at 6-11. But the Bears managed to out-tank everybody. Good for them. Good for them. Bastards. In terms of the stats, we'll look at the awards at the end. Obviously, it tells you the awards a little bit later on. So for us, Davis Mills went 31-17. 31-17, was sacked 31 times. But 31-17 with over 4,400 yards for Davis Mills. Pierce, 789 yards with 7 touchdowns. He had 9 for Rex Burkhead. Mills with 2 rushing touchdowns. Brevin Jordan, most receptions at 79 on the team. The most yardage. The final 3 that I had was Chicago, Seattle, and Houston. Had we not used the Giants last year and won the Super Bowl in like 2 seasons, I might have ended up using the Giants. So, Brevin Jordan, though, led the way in yards, barely over Chris Conley. And our touchdown leader was Brevin Jordan with 7. Blocking-wise, sacks allowed. Only 8 for Titus Howard. It's not bad. Defensively, 131 total tackles for Christian Kirksey. 4 players with at least 100 tackles. Good Lord. 19 tackles for loss for Ross Blacklock. And our sack leader, with 5.5, was Jerry Hughes. Kicking-wise, 12 of 14 for Fairbairn. Not too bad. Let's take a look at the league leader here, shall we? So the yardage leader was Joe Burrow, 5,400 yards. You also had Justin Herbert, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Trevor Lawrence, Patrick Mahomes, and Derek Carr, all with at least 5,000 passing yards. Holy balls. Most completions was Burrow. Touchdown leader was Trevor Lawrence with 48. He went 48 and 16. Brady went 47 and 10. Herbert with 44, 43 for Burrow. Allen, Rodgers, and Stafford all broke at least 40 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes went 35 and 4. Interception king was Mac. You'll never hurt me like that, right? You'd never hurt me like that. I know better. You would never. Oh, boy. Anyway, Matt Ryan was up there, too, with 19. Beautiful. Rushing-wise, yardage king was Derrick Henry, just shy of 2,000 yards. Jonathan Taylor was also up there, and Joe Mixon is your top 3. Touchdown leader with 21 was Derrick Henry. I think I said Josh Taylor instead of Jonathan Taylor, but there were Josh Taylors before. But yeah, Henry and Taylor, unreal seasons. Receiving-wise, most receptions, Mike Evans. Surprise, surprise. Yardage king, Cooper Kupp. Just over Mike Evans. Boyd finished in the top 3. Touchdown king, Cooper Kupp with 21. So he and Mike Evans were great, but yeah, it was Cooper Kupp season. Blocking-wise, most sacks allowed, DJ Humphries. Poor DJ. Poor DJ. Defensively, tackle leader was Bobby Wagner with 158. J.M. Brown was up there too. C.J. Mosley, all with at least 150. Sack leader with 20 and a half, Aaron Donald. They also had Joey Bosa up there, Chris Jones. Pick king, Devin White. Devin White, the pick king. There you go. Slot receivers remain too overpowered in Sims. I don't disagree necessarily. Most field goals made, Jason Myers, Justin Tucker, Greg Zuerlein, and Daniel Carlson. Oh my God. Nick Folk and Zane Gonzalez, all with 21. So top kicker, Daniel Carlson, 21 of 22. And there you go. There you go. Those are the key stats for Season 1. We will see what happens in the playoffs, of which, thank God, we're not a part of. But again, we weren't nearly as bad as I thought we would be. Not nearly as bad. So let's see what happens in the wild card weekend. Let's see who moved on. So in the AFC, the Jags upset the Chiefs 17-14. Ravens kicked the crap out of the Titans, and the Chargers beat the Bills by 1. So it's Bengals, Jags, Chargers, Ravens. NFC side, the Lions got pooped on by the Bucks. Green Bay over Philadelphia, and Dallas over San Fran. So it is Rams, Cowboys, Bucks, and Packers. The Jags. Trevor Lawrence. Damn. Do I want to fire Lovie Smith right now? Just random thoughts. Do I want to fire Lovie Smith right now? And see who else is out there? I feel like we could wait, right? Should we wait? Or do we fire Lovie Smith right now? Let's at least fire Ed Green, because he's trash. Let's see who's out there for OCs. Head coaches, actually, because now we can take a look at what head coaches are out there. Maybe. No data to display. Okay, never mind. So for OCs, anybody? Mac Williams, 2-2. Well, Mac Williams is the best option. He got fired out of Seattle. So we'll bring in Mac Williams for the moment. Albert Torres, 4-1. I mean, we can just bring Lovey back if we fire him. So Albert Torres, we'll fire you for the moment too, and see if there's anybody better out there. Anybody better than 4-1? I'd imagine better options will be available. 2-3 for Kelly. 3-3 for Jack Parker. Jack Parker, the most well-rounded. We'll bring him in as our new defensive coordinator. And then for the moment, we'll fire Lovie Smith. He might be back. We'll see who the best coach is out there. Who is the best coach? So 5 points in total from Brooke. 5 points from Singer. Lovie Smith right now is the best guy. So Lovie stays for the moment. This is going to be on YouTube. Yes. It'll be on the second channel, not the main channel. Main channels are reserved pretty much just for outright hockey stuff. All right, so Lovie Smith is still here. Let's sim past the divisional round and see what we got. AFC side, Jags over the Bengals, Ravens over the Chargers. Damn. So your AFC Championship game, Ravens and Jags. NFC side, Rams over the Cowboys and Packers over the Bucks. So your final four, Baltimore, Jacksonville, LA, and Green Bay. At this stage, our roster is so far from set that hiring off of scheme fit's just a terrible idea. So, damn. Damn. Also, we get the 147 points that we can assign later on. This is a cursed run for sure. Who's going to the Super Bowl? Who's it going to be? Jags and Packers. The Jacksonville Jaguars have beaten the Chiefs, Bengals, and Ravens. Packers and Jags in Season 1. Oh, baby, you'll love to see it. All right, screw the Pro Bowl in terms of who made it, because it doesn't look like any of our guys did make it. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So through the Pro Bowl we go. So our franchise with the Giants took 3 bad seasons to make the playoffs and a Nick Bosa signing. It's not bad. That's not bad. All right, yearly awards. We didn't look at this yet. Tom Brady, the greatest to ever do it. Tom Brady wins the league MVP. How the hell it wasn't Trevor Lawrence, I don't know. Coach of the Year, Zach Taylor. Doug Peterson was up there. I mean, Doug Peterson in Jacksonville. That's the key. That's the key. As well as knocking water bottles off your desk. AFC Offensive Player of the Year was Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Defensive Player of the Year, Joey Bosa. Offensive Rookie, Breece Hall. I will call him Breece, because it's Breece. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Sauce Gardner. What a year for the Jets. Stingley finished second. Everything's the same. It's a yearly sports game release, sir. I don't know what you're expecting at this point. Best quarterback, Josh Allen. Logic. Best running back. I mean, it makes sense. Derrick Henry. AFC best running back. Best wideout, Christian Kirk. Best O-lineman, Alex Kappa. Best D-lineman, Von Miller. Best linebacker, Joey Bosa. Defensive back, Steven Nelson. Up that trade value for the draft. I like it. Best kicker, Daniel Carlson. For the NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Cooper Kupp. Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Drake London in Atlanta. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Aiden Hutchinson in Detroit. Best quarterback, Tom Brady. Best running back, Alvin Kamara. Wide receiver, Cooper Kupp. Lineman, Zach Martin. D-lineman, Aaron Donald. Linebacker, Rashawn Gary. DB, Ambry Thomas. Best kicker, Matt Gay. There you go. Season 1. Just about in the books, with the exception of the Super Bowl. Rodgers v. Lawrence. Who's going to win it? Come on, Jacksonville. Come on. Oh, they got pooped on. They got pooped on. Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers win the Super Bowl. He was MVP, and the Packers get their 5th soupity-boopity. With Josh Allen apparently winning NFL MVP, even though it said it was Tom Brady. I don't know what screen you prefer to go off of, but there you go. There you go. Packers win it. Packers win it. Player upgrades based off of awards. Championship 12. Hey, it said Championship 5. Would this game lie to you? These were all of our practice squad dudes. We'll just auto-upgrade them. We don't need to worry about anything like that. Tom probably retired. Yeah, that's probably about right. That's probably right. Let's go to league transactions. Let's go to the Buckaroos. Well, no, he actually didn't. Or maybe it just didn't show up yet. I don't know. Weird game, gonna weird game, you know? Weird game, gonna weird game. Staff moves. All right, we got to the moves. So Pete Carroll retired. Lovie Smith was hired and fired. All right, so I don't think there's a better head coach available out there. It doesn't look like it. It looks like we made our moves, and that's that. So, Lovie Smith will be back for another season as we get ready to move into our first offseason. I'm still not going to change up the scouts. It is what it is. Let's do it. To our first offseason at the helm of the Houston Texans. I am excited. Let's take a look at the retirements first and foremost. It's James Carpenter, Tyson Alualu, Marcus Cannon's gone, Cameron Jordan, Sean Jackson, Calais Campbell, Brian Hoyer, Joe Flacco, the legend. Got a lot of retirements. Jason Kelsey's gone, Emmanuel Sanders, Matt Ryan, Chad Henne, the best player we've seen yet. A.J. Green, never mind. Colt McCoy. Indeed, Tom Brady did retire at the end of Season 1. Josh Johnson's gone. Mohamed Sanu, Patriots legend. Latavius Murray, Josh Norman. So indeed, Tom Brady did retire. Adrian Peterson's gone. Prince of Mukamara. There you go. So yeah, Rodgers wins, Tom Brady retires. So mock draft number 3. Aha! Greg Thomas finally falls. B.J. Nash showing up as the top dog. We are projected to take Quinn Knott at 3. I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know about that one. So yeah, B.J. Nash right now showing up as the projected number 1 pick. But again, he is apparently not elite at anything. At least based off of what we know at this stage. Like, he's good, but him not being elite at anything, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we just need to do a better job of scouting, but that's an interesting one. Let's advance to free agency, because obviously we don't have any players to re-sign. Are we renaming players? I don't know. I'm tempted, but I'm not going to guarantee it just because it does take a while. We'll see. Combine results. The Combine results are in. We'll care more about that at the actual draft day itself. Best 20-yard shuttle time, though, for Thomas. Nothing else. I mean, he's good. I don't know, man. I don't like the look of Greg Thomas. Honestly, I feel like we might rename players in a draft to glory after we do this, because I typically end up doing 2 franchise modes before something else comes out. So we might save that for a draft to glory. All right, free agency. We have $68.5 million to work with, which is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, all players available. And again, there is now a lot more information here. And apparently Derwin James really wants to come here, which is great. So for quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield is the top dog available. Teddy Bridgewater, James Garoppolo, and Daniel Jones got let go. But we have our guy, right? We have our guy. Also, the evaluation offers are out there as well. But I don't really have the desire to bring in Baker at 28 years old. I think we, at the moment, have our quarterback and don't really have to worry about anything. He's not an amazing fit for the team, but we wait to see if Davis Mills is our guy. Now, yes, we can bring in a mentor behind Davis Mills, and that is kind of the plan. But I don't think we want to waste one of our 5 active negotiations, at least not yet, on a backup quarterback. So, I don't know if you watch others, but send your 5, then hit the eval button. Now, Glover, what's up? Wait. Oh, so there's a glitch with the evaluation offer? Send in your 5 offers and hit the eval button, and it'll do all 5? Okay. Good to know there's a glitch. Of course there's a glitch. But, yeah. Quarterback-wise, we are looking okay. I don't see Okay, there's the tags. Haha, Teddy Bridgewater's a bridge quarterback. Do it 3 times a day, so it's like 9 stages of upgrade. Now, interesting. Andy Dalton listed as a mentor. Doesn't want to come here. Tyrod. Nick Foles, but he also doesn't want to come here. At all. Case Keenum. Cam Newton, who's down to a 62. Jesus Christ. Geno Smith. Geno Smith will likely end up being the backup quarterback. Running back. Now, we do need a running back. We do. We do need a running back. You know what? Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's take a full look at our team. That's the better way to do it. That way you guys kind of know who I'm looking for, too. So, quarterback-wise, we need a backup mentor. Running back-wise, honestly, Dameon Pierce deserves to be the starter. So, running back-wise, we're looking for a backup mentor there as well. No doubt. Fullback-wise, we do need a starter at fullback. Wideout-wise, we could afford to sign an elite dude. We don't really have a great option there. Tight end. Brevin Jordan's not bad. Tight end, we could look for a good option. We could look for a mentor to these two if we want to stick with them. Left tackle, we still have Laramie Tunsil. We might be looking to trade him at the draft, so we could look for a good option there. Left guard, Kenyon Green deserves to be the starter. Center, Justin Britt. We could look for an improvement on a 71 or so. He's a little bit better than that because of morale. Same for AJ Can. And then right tackle, same thing as the other options there. On the edge, Jerry Hughes. We certainly need somebody better than that, ideally. Right-hand side, Jonathan Greenard could be a trade option at the draft. DT, we do have Ross Blacklock as our guy. So we could use a DT who's better than a 73 or a mentor. Linebacker, I mean, we desperately need somebody. We need anybody. And I am going to cut players in a minute, yeah. But, I mean, cap space isn't even an issue right now. Middle linebacker, honestly, anyone would do. Right-hand side, I mean, obviously, again, we went full scorched earth. Corners, we could use a good option at corner. Or a mentor, because Steven Nelson's probably going to get traded. Especially because he won an award. Safety, Petrus the starter there. And then we could use an improvement at safety as well. Fairbairn at kicker. Special teams could just use a general improvement as well. Again, draft picks. We have the 3rd, 15th, and 24th in the first round. So we are going to be able to go Belichick style. And might quite a few later draft picks to improve this team. But yeah, we have, $68 million in cap space, which is good. I will go cut those players in a minute. So, quarterback-wise, again, it would be a backup mentor. Fullback, we need somebody. Janovich is willing to come back. Maybe we pay for him or Ingold, who's pretty much just as good. But obviously, that's not super high priority. Top wide receiver available is Terry McLaurin, who has no fucking interest in coming here. 0. 0. He wants to play with an elite quarterback. There's just no way. There's just no way that we can bring him in. There's no way, man. But Calvin Ridley's there, fresh off of suspension. Likes the fact that we play in a big market. He's a scheme fit. Doesn't like that we're an underdog. Interest in the team does matter, yeah. Like, we would have to drastically overpay Terry McLaurin to get him. He already expects $24 million a year. Like, we're talking, and if I go into active negotiation here, like, if I go very player-friendly, maybe. Like, maybe. At the same time, how much money did we have available? $68 million in cap room. He'd take up $48 million of it. Just to have a shot At that stage, it's just not worth it to me. OBJ is 30. So right now, at wide receiver, our best option there is Calvin Ridley. No doubt. No doubt. You also got Hardman there, Will Fuller, Jacoby Myers. So we got options. We got options. At tight end, no great options. I mean, Dalton Schultz isn't bad. Dalton Schultz isn't that bad. We could definitely look to use a player like that. Unless we bank on a breakout moment. Eric Ebron's out there too. Left tackle. No one's interested there. No one's interested. There is James Hurst, Greg Little. Yeah, I was looking for a decent option, like an improvement. It's not there. So yeah. Yeah, no, we won't be going for a left tackle. At center, we need an improvement on a 71. Left guard, we do not need. There is an improvement on a 71 in Bradley Bozeman, who's a pretty good fit. He's not amazing at a 75, but he would be an improvement. Right guard, we need someone better than the 72, and we have that. Nate Davis, who is interested in signing. So we definitely have to consider Nate Davis. That's not bad. And a right tackle, hello, Mr. Jenkins. That's got to be one of our guys right there. 86 rated, interested in coming here. Our current right tackle is a 70 overall. Mr. Jenkins has to be of interest to us. That's awesome. That's awesome. On the edge, Jadeveon Clowney is there. We need someone better than a 74. So you do have Dwayne Smoot, Dean Lowry, Jadeveon Clowney would be a bit of an uphill battle. We do have Clowney at an 83 or Smoot at a 78. Right-hand side, Yannick Ngakoue or Marcus Davenport. We need someone better than a 77. So that's nothing too crazy at all. And then defensive tackle, I needed someone better than a 73. Ioannidis is there. I mean, again, there are definitely improvements. It's just who we want to go for. We desperately need linebackers. Andrew Van Ginkel is the best option there. At a 78 overall. Middle linebacker, 80 rated TJ Edwards. 508. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So TJ Edwards at an 80. That's not bad. And then on the right, no big improvement. We do need somebody, but someone like Hill or Clellan Farrell. Wow, Clellan Farrell's already available, huh? Blake Cashman. These guys should be available later on. I think that just pretty much shows that we're going to have to go out and get a linebacker. Corner. I don't think James Bradbury is good enough to splash the cash at. Jamel Dean is there. Or we could go for a mentor. But we do have Jamel Dean that we could fight for. Strong safety. Derwin James is the big one, man. He is the big one. And he's interested in coming here. Really interested. And then behind him, for God's sakes, is Jordan Poyer and Charlie. Charlie Gardner-Johnson now. It's C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who's only 25 and already a free agent. That's nuts. Wow. Kicker-wise, Brandon McManus could certainly... Free safety, we're good. We already got our guy. Let's see, we got McManus and Blake Gillikin that we could go for special teams. So, for the super important positions, I mean, Ridley and Derwin James are the two biggest names we could go after. Derwin James wants about $17 million a year. He does want to come here. You get a look. So we could go, and again, you can customize if you want to. Could go with the medium risk option for close to market value. We could go player friendly. There's, of course, a rising contract. He's 27 years old. I'd like to have him signed until he's like 32. So honestly, the 5-year deal, having him signed until he's 32 or 33, isn't that bad. So, I mean, we could go player friendly, bring in Derwin James, and that's huge. He wants the 4-year deal. This will bring us down to $51 million, but man, what a player that is. I mean, look at that. Our best player right now at safety is a 71. I think we go for the player-friendly deal to Derwin James. I think we do. 5-year deal brings him up to age 32. That's the move. Derwin James, we will officially make an offer to. That's, yeah, that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. After that, I think Calvin Ridley is probably the best way to go. Granted, he's not that much younger than what a certain receiver was that we traded, but we did get a first rounder out of it. But if we could bring in Calvin Ridley, that would be great. We don't save that much. Bring us down to $37 million in cap space. So Ridley would bring us down to $37 million in cap space. That right tackle in Jenkins, what would he do? All right. So Jenkins and Ridley are both also expensive as all hell. But these are the best players available. Like the big, big stars that can really kind of turn this team around. Honestly, we're not going to save that much by going team friendly. Jenkins, neutral deal. And then let's go talk to Ridley and see what we got. This would bring us down to 20. Honestly, let's go for that as well, a medium risk contract. So those are the 3 like big offers. The 3 best players that we really need. I think aside from that, we kind of waited out money-wise. Let's go shorten up this roster by getting rid of those practice squad guys that, of course, were auto-signed. I still hate that happens. I know why it does, but still. Honestly, Ingram, you can go. Not really going to be anything. We'll see how much cap space we can free up. I think Cottrell as well. So that is what we will do here for the moment, is free this up, and then we'll see if free agent-wise we can get this to pay off. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll see.